Many people find themselves sandwiched between caring for their children and taking care of their parents. And that situation may lead to some financial challenges. Today we have our expert in estate planning and elder law with us, David Carrier.
Hi,
David,
Jordan.
hi, it's good to have you here.
Well, thanks so much.
Yeah. You know, when we think about our finances, a lot of times, like I said, people are trying to provide for their children, but then they don't think and plan to take care of their aging parents.
Right. Well, we actually have a technical term for that. It's the sandwich generation, and you're the PB and J right in the middle, you know.
Right in the middle.
Because here you are trying to take care of your. You gotta go down here, guys. You know. We're trying to take care of your kids. You know, you've got the ballet lessons and the school and you know everything else, and so you're trying to take care of your kids. But mom and dad also have needs. You know, and you don't want to put them in the rest home or what have you. You know, you want them to stay at home, and they want to stay at home. But honey, I need to drive to this, and can you pick up the groceries, and can you help? Oh, and your dad needs this and that. And so what happens is you start feeling like, you know, the Hulk is pounding on you.
A lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure, and it's not just financial. It's also, you know, family and spirit. You know, you got to get the kids to the back. Yeah.
Right.
Well, because you know, your parents are always the ones who took care of you, and now it's turning around, you're taking care of them.
Tables have turned. And
so that sandwich, because you're sandwiched between your kids and your parents, and you're getting pounded on.
Yeah, and essentially you want to be able to take care of, obviously, your kids. You want to be able to take care of your parents. But the problem here, and that we were talking about before we came out to air, is that a lot of times people want to take care of their parents financially because the parents didn't plan ahead and save money.
Right, and it's so expensive anyway. Even those who did plan ahead, even those who did the 401k, did the IRA, paid off the house, did a lot of savings, it's so expensive to get the care in the home, or even, you know, you talk about residential care, that gets really crazy. And so what we're saying to the sandwich generation, the ones who are caught in the middle, and now your vacation fund goes to help out mom and dad, or the kids' college, you have to dip into that to help, or your own retirement. It's terrible. So we say that the legacy that parents should leave the kids is that the kids were the care managers, not the caregivers. And so, and see, here comes Captain America, right? Our job is to get this guy off your back, right? And to make sure that mom and dad get what they need. And the beauty part of this now is that the government, it's the government through Medicaid, has for mom and dad, and I know they don't look much older, but you know, that's our, whatever. For mom and dad, they've got the programs like PACE, the program of all-inclusive care. We've talked about that before. There's My Choice, there's the waiver program. There's all these things out there so that the kids can be there emotionally and physically for mom and dad, but they're not driving mom and dad to the doctor's appointments, and they're not dipping into their college funds for their own kids. You know, it's the parents' job to take care of the kids. It's the, you know, and then the grandparents, well, we want to care for them as well, but financially it's just not possible. The good news is, and this is what we go through at our workshops, we show you how is it possible for you to meet the needs both for your parents and for your kids, because there are programs out there available.
Yeah, and you're talking about all of these programs. It's a lot of information. People can learn more because you have these great workshops. They're life plan workshops where people can learn about all of the options.
Exactly right. And we call them life plan workshops instead of estate planning. You know, estate planning is what happens to your stuff when you're gone, but you're still here. So how are we going to make sure that mom and dad, the grandparents, live the life that they've earned? You know, they've been paying into the system all these years. Well, they deserve a level of comfort. They deserve a level of service. But mom and dad, who have got younger kids, listen, they're still right in the trenches. They're still bringing up that next generation. And so it's a balancing. And what we don't want, what we do not want, is for the kids in the middle, as I say, to get pounded on. What we want is for you to live your life just as your folks did, taking care of your kids, not ignoring mom and dad, but making sure that the benefits that mom and dad have earned are available to them. And the beauty part is when you put it all together, mom and dad get what they need, and the kids are there to emotionally, you know, the sandwich generation is there to emotionally support mom and dad, but they're the care managers not the caregivers.
Okay, David, I know there's a lot of people at home that probably have questions and they're thinking, how can I get these questions answered?
Right.
You have 3 new workshops that people can get involved in Kentwood, Grand Haven, and Fremont.
One of the things that we found was we have our own offices. We have 4 offices, and so we do 3 workshops a week anyway. Every week in Grand Rapids, then Holland, Muskegon, or Portage down by Kalamazoo. And what we've done now is we're reaching out to up to the Kentwood Recreation Center. We're going up to Fremont, to Greenville. We're looking at different places so that people don't have to drive that far, just to make it a little more convenient to find out how to do these things.
Yeah, you have these new locations because you've seen that there are so many people that are attending, they're on the waiting list, they want to attend these workshops, so you had to obviously expand. You also have workshops in Grand Rapids and in Holland.
Right, and you know, the Holland office was the first, you know, was our first expansion.
It was the baby, yeah.
That's right, and that was just a few years ago, and now of course we're in Muskegon and Portage as well, and now reaching out to all the different the different areas, and it's amazing the response that we get. And so it's really important. You know, if you go to the website davidcarrierlaw.com. All the workshops are right on the website.
Yeah, that's a lot of information, so you can find all of that on the website, and you do have to make sure that you RSVP.
RSVP, that's right. And,
all right.
And as soon as the workshop is full, it'll drop off the website. So if if it's still on the website, there's room.
Thank you, David.
Thank you,
Great
Jordan.
information. All right, don't go away. We've got more 8 West after this quick break.